Hey, good evening. How y'all doing out there tonight? Welcome to another beautiful episode of Cunnilingus Corner. This is episode 6. I'd like to welcome y'all to the corner where we take our time and we eat pages, because I always tell people, if you're writing a book or inspired to write a book, holler at me, because there's nobody out there that's going to eat your pages like me. That is the purpose of Cunnilingus Corner. It's just a beautiful atmosphere for authors to come and vibe and join. I always tell people, man, we're going to lick the pages. We're going to spit out reviews. We're going to bend the spine. We're going to do all that. You know what I'm saying? So I just want y'all to stick around. I have a beautiful author coming on tonight. Her name is Safira English Sim. She wrote a book called Tina Escapade. It's a real beautiful novel about what happens when you don't get satisfied by your husband and the streams of measures that you're going to do to get satisfied. So we're going to have a good discussion of, was she wrong or was the husband wrong? Who is wrong when it comes to cheating in a relationship when you ain't getting served that big piece of meat? You know what I'm saying? So this going to be a beautiful vibe. I can't wait, to see what's going on. I just want to make sure all of y'all is ready for this episode. So, man, we about to get it in, so we're going to have a beautiful time. And I can't wait, you know what I'm saying? So, so how y'all feeling tonight? Talk to me, in a minute I'm going to kick this thing off with a poem, to get the vibe going. I want y'all to sit back, find y'all wine and everything, because we're going to have a beautiful time, So, hey, what's good out there? How you doing? Yeah, so I'm speaking to everybody, Hope y'all night is lovely, and we're going to go for there. We got the boss lady herself, so, I'm about to get ready to pull her in early because, I don't like to waste time. We're going to have readers joining in, telling them how much they love the book. I want y'all to stick around because each month I'm looking for new authors to have fun with. So let me get ready to pull my beautiful author in for the night so she can say hello to y'all. Hey,
Hey,
don't flip the other way.
hey, how you doing?
All right.
Good.
Yeah, I always have that issue too. I probably should have warned you to flip vertically. I do that all the time. I said, which way we flipping this
Yes,
phone? So how you
I,
doing tonight?
yes,
Now, can you pronounce your name to make sure I didn't mess it up?
yes. My name is Safira Okion English. Dash Sim.
Okay. Well, I didn't have the middle name, but I did pronounce the first name right. I
Yes,
did do that right.
yes,
So
yes.
how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm
Man,
blessed.
I am so honored that you decide to come out and hang out with us tonight. I don't know how many readers you bought with you, but we're gonna let them in throughout the conversation so they can ask some questions about your book.
Okay, sounds great. I need to tell some of them because they were waiting to join us.
Yeah, you need to tell them. So I decided, since we are talking about a erotic novel, that I'm gonna set the vibe with a spoken word erotic poem tonight. Yeah, we gotta get the listen. You
Okay,
ready?
sounds great.
It's called
I'm
Anticipation. I
ready.
ain't never performed this. I ain't even never read it. So let's get there so
Okay,
they can expect what because they need to anticipate what we're gonna talk about tonight. All right.
okay, sounds.
See, you've been talking too much, running your mouth too long. I tried to warn you that it was the wrong tone that had you sprung. See, one day you're gonna get this fix, and I'm gonna lick you down like cake mix. I'll pick you up and lay you on the bed. You still talking, but it's okay. Watch my fingers run through your head. You've been fiending for me for a minute. Now you caught all up in it, too late to turn back. Plus, I can hear the pearls coming from the cat. Say, I'm cut up and I have a nice six-pack, smooth skin with skill that's ready to attack. See, you still been talking while I'm taking my shirt off. Look, girl, I'm a killer in the bedroom. Watch me take my shirt off and get sawed off. It's about to go down and you've been waiting. Thinking about me while you masturbating. Put your fingers away as I serve you this foreplay. Watch how I stare into your eyes before I eat my prey. I was feasting on you since instructions. We love making love, but today we fucking. I know you are a new kind of woman. You need excitement. Your best perfume is leaking between your legs as I snip your scent. Enough playing. Watching my tongue spring forth and kiss your earlobes. Your body is throbbing as I insert the tip of my tongue inside. I'm planting kisses around your neck and tickling your breasts. Yes, you are moaning, not laughing. Now, can I taste your lip? I don't even know while I'm asking. Still playing with your nipples. I suck the bottom lip. See, you've been playing with the wrong freak. And I understand, little girl, the real poet is unleashed, and I want you to wet my cheeks. I'm tongue kissing you with deep thrusts, and you stop to take your shirt and I'm fastening your bra. I must admit, your nipples are dark and pure, and I love what I see. I'm sucking one real hard and flicking the other one real slow. Doing this while I'm sliding my hands between your legs. You grab my dick and squeeze my head, telling me you wanted this for 3 weeks. Be careful what you ask, because this poem is turned into a fantasy, and I might not make it rhyme. I want to send chill down your spine while I'm sucking your nipples like Superman. You are in trouble, can't wait for me to come. I want to run my tongue down your chest, up and down, slow and fast, from side to side and round and round. Yeah, I know it feels good. Nardo is gentle, but the other me is just plain freaky. So I want to slurp on your navel and breathe on your inner thighs. I want to run my tongue down your legs, sucking your calves, knee joints and ankles. I want to throw your legs back and rip off your shorts. I want to lick you while your legs are caught in the air. Yes, baby, push my head, grab my face, feed me till I'm soaking wet. I'm blowing cool air every 5 licks after I kiss your tip. My dick is rock hard. I'm the king of erotic, so please don't stop. Lick it faster. And you fingering yourself, asking me, do I love it? Wishing I could last forever. See, I love to eat, so little girl, you picked the wrong freak. I love your style, but tonight I'm about to let this tongue be the mic and I'm tasting your piece. Watch as I curl my tip up, insert it like a plug into a socket. And I flip you over and let you pump my face. I want you to ride my face hard and strong, doing your best to hold on. I was trying to hold on to this poem for another week, but you wanted this freak. Now you need to decide on how to push him back, and this nut is about to bust out of his skin. Twirl those hips and bounce your mouth like you're trying to suck my lips off. You are shaken by the waves. I'm slurping your juices. Your pussy is flacking against my face. Legs trimming. Face is thrusting harder and harder. Screaming, you about to come, but I ain't listening because I want you to spray me. You're releasing, it was hard. You almost passed out. You almost fell out, but hell no. I jumped and spit you on your knees. I insert my manhood in your pussy. I would take my time, but I would let you know that I'm going to hit it again. Thrusting with all my might, deep, hard, and just right. I want to remember this nut because it's been you that I've been waiting on as I pump faster. And I take the other hand and massage all of your tips, your words moaning that Webster don't even have listed. See, I told you to rub, but you want to see me come. See, this is what you've been waiting on. And I struck your ass like a minute on the clock. Yes, babe, I'm almost there. And I release hard and long while your face is buried into the pillow. I whispered, this is what you've been waiting on. He said, thanks for the invitation. It was worth the anticipation. That's that piece right there.
Okay.
Honestly, I never in my life recited that. That's like that piece probably about 14 years old. I just said, let me find something buried in my hard drive. So,
Yeah, well,
yeah.
that's great.
Yeah, man, we having fun tonight. I'd like to thank all the listeners. Yeah, we ready now. They ready to talk now.
Okay, then. Well, let's go.
Okay. Please tell them about yourself. What made you get into writing?
Well, since I was young, I always wanted to write a book. I just didn't know what I wanted to write about.
Mm-hmm.
I started writing with my sister a book called Sister Sister.
Okay.
It was a nonfiction book.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of things that I had suppressed, things that I had went through as a child,
Mm-hmm.
just reliving those things, it was a lot for me. It was
Okay.
hard, and I started going into a slight depression, just reliving some of those things. So I wanted to create, and also, we were going real slow at writing the book. So I wanted to create something that was fun, that was uplifting, and something that people wouldn't think that I would write. So
Okay.
I came up with Sister Sister, and I
Okay.
pitched the idea to another one of my sisters, and we started writing, but she was going a little slow, so I just kind of just took over and just said, let me write this book because I wanted it to come into fruition. So we have
Oh
10
wow.
days.
Now, will you ever go back and publish Sister Sisters or what?
Yes, we definitely are still, we're waiting with
Okay.
Sister Sister. Yeah.
Okay. I would love to read that as well. I tell people I read more than just urban fiction and erotic,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
I would like to check that out.
It's gonna be a good book.
Okay.
About two girls, one from the hood and the other one from the city.
Hmm.
And so I'm excited about dropping that, but I'm really excited about Tina's escapades and the
Hmm.
continuation of Tina's escapades.
Okay. You just answered the question already, 'cause a lot of people out there want to know when they get a continuation of that book. So,
Well,
it's out there.
I could not just have just one book when I left this cliffhanger in here.
Yeah, you
You
left a hellified cliffhanger on this
yeah.
book.
So
My next question is, what type of movies or TV series you enjoy that inspire you to maybe write, and also music as well?
okay, so I love Power. Um,
Oh, me too.
yeah, I love Power. I love Ratchet TV. I love
Oh, yeah, yeah,
all
yeah, yeah.
Ratchet television shows. I've been getting into a lot of Netflix
Hmm.
shows and a lot of I love documentaries too, talking about
Okay.
that pertain to like the Emmett Till documentaries and things like
Yeah,
that.
I watched that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, but I love the Ratchet show, like
Yeah,
Love It.
Rachel Show's got it going on, man.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's what
Yeah, one of my stepsons turned me on to Sex Life on Netflix. That's some wild shit.
I never heard of that.
Oh yeah, you got to watch it, man. It was inspired by an author. I think her name BB Easton or something. I
Hmm.
think that's her name.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
check it out.
yeah. Sex Life. It's a wild, wild novel. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, what music you like to vibe to when you write, or
Well, when I'm writing, I don't listen to music, but I listen
Okay,
to it every day, all day. Um,
okay,
and I love ratchet music. I love trap music. I love T.
okay,
I love Tupac. I love Trouble. He's an artist in Atlanta. Akbar V, K Michelle. I love all genres of music, but
hmm,
I work at a hardware store as a manager.
okay.
It could be a lot, and so I have to digress. I have to put my trap music in.
Hmm.
Al Gore take me away, so that's what I like to listen to.
Oh wow, wow. It's amazing. Because I'm always featuring authors. You are the first author that is actually from the hometown of Anniston. It's nice to see more creative vibes here. So, I like to applaud you for that, and thank you for being another author as well.
Well, thank you. I had a little motivation. I love to tell my story, and it's not to put anyone down, but a lot of times being an African American female, um, and working on jobs, you have to work three times as hard to get half the recognition. So that kind of helped me pushed me to, focus on getting different streams of income.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Gotcha.
right. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that's what's up. Homeboy MX Javier, by that messed it up. He said, baby is hood. You know what I'm saying? He love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know what reader we got coming in to maybe ask 3 or 5 questions. They can throw their hands up. That'll be good. I
Yes.
mean, I don't have nobody that listed that might want to join yet. I'm still looking for them. If you do, you can hit
Well,
the comment
I have
question.
all my readers that have some questions for me. They're all four of them are on the podcast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think they need to click the join button. I can pull them in. Let me see who we got up here.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna bring Tiffany in first.
Okay. Hey,
Okay.
Tiffany.
She should join in a second. I'm like when I created this show, I wanted it was me asking questions, but the more readers that I get involved, it makes the show more spontaneous. I like to hear what other readers have to say as
Okay.
well. So, Tiffany, you good out
Hi,
there?
can you guys hear me?
Okay, she in the dark.
I'm
She playing
here.
with her roses in the dark, so that's fine. Um, so that's what's up.
Hey, look, you telling too
Yeah,
much of the
man, I'm
business
telling people
now.
your
You're
business.
telling
You
too
playing
much
with
of
them
the business.
roses out there, waiting up them sheets. Taiwan,
Oh,
what's up, Taiwan? How you
yes.
doing, man? But yeah, Tiffany, go ahead with your 3 to 5 questions. Tell me what you love about the book, certain scenes, or whatever you got for it.
Oh my gosh. Loved the book. Okay.
Thanks.
You know, mm, mm. Woo. People will, oh, wow. When people really want to know something about themselves, I recommend you read this book, okay? Read the book, okay? Because this book really has inspired a side of Tiffany that people did not know existed, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and she's a beast. She's
Okay.
a beast, okay? The book will bring the beast out. It will. Yes, yes, yes. Read the book. I do have a question for you. I basically, I want to know, how did you come up with the basis for your characters? How did you come up with your basis for Tina, your main character? Because Tina has another main character also that counterparts her. What was your foundation with that?
Well, my sister Quenisha, she's the one that started the book with me, and she picked out the character name, and I had her write one sentence, and then I just let my imagination take me away with that, or one paragraph. But she picked out the main character, and then I started using names of my friends or people that I know, and so
Mm.
that's how I started getting character names. Now, like Tiffany, your name is in the book, so I used the likeness of you, but those things that happen in a book, me and you have never done. But I picked Tiffany because I have a Tiffany, and that's my friend, and I love her to pieces. So that's how I got the characters. And I would just, a lot of times, I would be, I get mad at my husband, and I'd be like, oh, this would be good if I had this character do this, because, that's how, that's how I would get
Yes.
like the personalities, or like sometimes I would take, like, I have a character in the book called Sarah, and I have a friend named Sarah, and she is crazy as hell, and her personality and the likeness of her, that character has that, but the things that she didn't really do. So
Okay, okay.
Awesome. Awesome. Ooh.
so what's question number 2?
Mm. Question number 2 is, I, like everybody else, I want to know when this sequel is going to drop. Okay, I want to know. I want to
Well,
know.
listen, because I have so many businesses, and I work a full-time job. I am a wife, and me and my husband collectively have 5, but we have 3 kids that are still at
Mm-hmm.
home. I'm
Okay.
very, very busy. I am currently writing the book, but I don't have a release date because I don't want to rush it. You know what I'm saying? I want it to
Mm-hmm.
be organic. I want everything to just flow, and when it's time to release it, it's going to be released, just like when it was time for Tina's Escapade to get released. I dropped it, so I don't have an official date yet.
Okay, that's what's up. Hey, I truly understand being an author myself.
Yeah,
Sometimes we get behind with doing so many other things, but our fans really
yeah.
be wanting us to do things. I do suggest that maybe you can pull your fans into something like a video like this and give them a little sneak peek throughout the year. Keep them engaged.
I get it. I got you. Yes, that's a good
Hmm.
idea. I definitely will do that because I
Hmm.
have some of it written. So definitely.
Okay, just a little bit. Don't give them too much. Just a little bit.
Okay. Okay. And Tiffany, what's your third question?
Yes, girl, get us off this cliff, okay? Get us
Okay.
off this cliff, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so I do have to apologize. I thought I had my little questions in my head, and of course I am
You got them
driving. So
between your legs.
I told you. So
Tiffany sounds like a robot because she's driving.
yeah, hey, I'm always working. The story of my life. I want to ask you. I want to ask you how do you clear your head after you've written such strong and emotional content? I know this is not one of my original questions, but I think because people see, okay, they see you one way and then they read it and they see you in a second hindsight. How do you clear your head and make a clear distinction?
Well, that's a good question. I am very much so the type of person that I live in my head 24/7 because I struggle with being private and then also expressing how I feel because I don't have a problem with expressing like things that I'm going through or how I feel. But I express different things to different people. But the private part of me, it kind of, those characters, I know that it is fiction, right? And so that's not my reality. And so I'm able, once I'm writing that book, when I'm writing that book, I'm in the moment. I'm writing the book, I'm laying in my bed, I'm writing, I'm focused on, whatever I have going through my head and how I want that character to act in that moment. It's like I see like a video, or how when you're reading a book you can see everything that's going on in the book. I see that in that moment, but then once that book closes, I'm living my life. I'm focusing on my other businesses and everything that I have going on, so I don't have time to even think about the characters and what they're doing. I'm focused on right here, right now, and what's in front of me. So one way that I navigate from the fantasy and then go back to reality is just focus on something else that I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's a wonderful feeling.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
So thank you, Tiffany, for your question. You had some awesome questions, and thank you for supporting me and reading my book. Always supporting me. I really appreciate you and love you.
girl, rock. I got you.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Tiff, you're going to have to close yourself out, but we really thank you for joining the discussion, and, everything's going to be well. And also we give a little incentive for the readers that join, so be on the lookout. I'll be hitting you up.
That's right.
Okay. I'm new to this Instagram thing, so how do I close this out?
I don't think I can close you out because I pulled you in a different way, but let me see. Okay, I think I hit removed on you, Tiff. I be trying not to touch my screens up here. You got me pointing at this camera on my live, but
I'm sorry.
it's okay. I got you going. Yeah. Okay. I'm holding this question because I'm hoping somebody gonna bring it in. My question is about cheating. I'm saving this, hoping that somebody else gonna bring this question in.
Okay.
So I'm hoping a reader will bring it in so they can have participation. Next, I'm bringing in Miss Audrey. I don't know her, but I'm looking forward to hear what she has to say. So Audrey, you're on deck. You should be in a second.
Hey,
Hi, Mr. Audrey. How you doing?
hey.
Where you calling in from?
I am in Birmingham, Alabama.
Represent Birmingham. These episodes get better and
Woo!
better every month.
Yes.
So I'm glad to be here. I enjoyed reading the book. One of my questions is, well, you actually answered quite a few. I think a lot of readers have the same question as far as when you're gonna start, with that second one, girl. We're waiting on it.
Okay.
But one of my things is that Tina is like a powerhouse. She has a lot going on for herself. She's into different things. And she has some strong female characteristics. Some of the characteristics that she takes on, it makes me think of like Tina, man. She's a man. I mean, but like she's able to do, so much. She has so much going on. Like, can you relate to Tina and like this character that you built up? Like, did you take some things from your own experiences and apply them and then exaggerate things within the story?
Yes, yes. Good question, Audrey, and thank you so much for supporting me. But yes, definitely. A lot of my characteristics are in Tina. Tina is an Aries, she is about her business. She is about her children. She really is about her family. And I know that she is very promiscuous and she have a lot of different lovers, but this is her reacting to her situation. She wants to be in a relationship where it's just her and one man. She don't want to be running around here, with multiple partners. She's not looking.
Well, it didn't seem like it stopped her in the book,
It
you
did,
know.
but in the book, she continuously says throughout the book, this is not what I want to do. Like she forms hatred for her husband because like he put her in that position to be out there doing that with multiple men. Because had he given her what she'd been asking for, which she feel like it's not too much to ask for, she wouldn't have paid them no attention. So I have a lot of characteristics of Tina, and one characteristic that I share with her, besides being an Aries and being very strong-minded and being a goal-getter, but is I, my attention span, you have to keep me. You know what I'm saying? You have to keep doing stuff to keep me interested, in you. Because if not, I'm on to the next type person. That's how I am. And so we definitely share that characteristic. Definitely. And her honesty. Because besides Kelton, she's honest with everyone. She's honest and they know what situation they in with her. And I think they care and love her because of that. So.
Yeah. Okay.
They're able to build on those relationships. Another question that I had for you, this one is just for you as an author. Do you plan on like exploring other genres, or you want to just stick with this one?
No, I definitely want to do other genres. I feel like as an author, I have to grow. You know what I'm saying? This was my first book. It was a lot of things that I didn't know. I was literally like just going through the process trying to figure it out with the publishing and the writing and just format, everything. It was new to me. And then even I did the self-publishing. So even when I the order of me receiving my author's copy and everyone else receiving a copy, they received their copy before I can get my author's copy to do any editing. So when I got my copy, I was like, oh Lord, I noticed little imperfections and, grammar stuff that it drives me up the wall. But now that I've done this and I've got my feet wet, I'm going to perfect my craft, and I definitely want to dive into different genres because I'm not just an urban fiction author. I like to do a lot of different topics. And I have a nonprofit organization. And we actually have released another book called Noah Knows. And it's on Amazon now. And so we're definitely going to be working with the nonprofit organizations and writing children's books and things like that. So definitely we'll have different genres.
Okay. You've answered everything that I had in my heart. I mean, Tiffany came through with the next story.
Yeah.
Explore. All right, my bad.
No problem.
Exploring different genres. As a new author, I do have this. As a new author, and you going through the whole process and doing the self-publishing, what would you say to authors coming up behind you? Is there anything that you would share or mistakes that you've made that could help prevent someone else from making, that you could share, or information?
Yes. Yeah, I love to share information. I don't care if I'm giving it away for free. I love to share information. I would definitely tell up and coming authors to, first of all, believe in yourself. If God give you
Mm-hmm.
the vision, He gonna give you the people that's gonna support you. And it might be 2 people at first, and then it might be 3, but that number is gonna increase as long as you perfect your craft. And if you have people around you that's speaking down on your vision, that's not supporting you, that's not gonna
Mm.
for you. So you get in a circle with the people that are doing the things that you want to do, that inspire you, or people that's going to uplift you and support you, your vision and your dream, and make it to where you can do the same for them. um and don't be so hard on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't overthink the process. I started writing my book, and I use my phone because I'm always on the go. I'm lazy. I don't like to write stuff down on a piece of paper. I rather, save it in a hard drive, but use my phone. And it might not come out 100% perfect the first time, but don't be hard on yourself. Just continue to work on your craft and work on the things that you want to improve, and don't stop. Just keep going. Speak it, put your plan down, pen and paper, and learn the power of manifestation.
With that one.
Yes, I know you. I know you with that one.
Existence, okay?
Yes.
I'm gonna say my church spiel, but thank you for sharing with me though. Well, with us, I appreciate it. I really do.
Thank you so
Now,
much for your
now,
support.
I do have a question for Miss Audrey before you go. I actually had a chance to go to the book signing, and I want to ask you, spiritually, how did you feel reading Urban Fish and Erotica book?
You spiritually or physically?
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, because most people look down on writing these genres, you know.
I don't.
When,
I
oh,
no.
how do you feel? Did it make you feel
Okay.
good?
For me, it's like an escape. I mean, it's
Hmm. Okay.
that you can't do, or you
Hmm.
wouldn't allow yourself to do in the real world. Okay.
Hmm.
Things
Okay, I like that.
yourself doing in your mind, and
Hmm.
this was to happen if I was to do this. You let
Okay, okay.
you let yourself go,
Hmm.
and in that story, it's your free space. Okay, so you do no
Yes.
wrong, there is no judgment. um
Hmm.
Everything is okay, versus in the real world, you have people looking down on you, like,
Hmm.
oh, she did that, oh,
Oh, wow.
or I can't believe she did that with that man, or oh.
Mm.
So in the real world, you have judgment, and when you get into
Yes.
a story, especially like Tina's escapade, that's one
Hmm.
thing I do love about Tina. She allows herself to be free,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
doing in a story
Yeah.
like that. I like it.
Yeah.
No,
And then, sometimes society, it's okay for a man to do it, but not for a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, definitely. Double standard.
My homeboy named Taiwan, he wants to know, how come you can't do it in the real world? Not speaking of you, but just an example. I mean,
it's
he want me to pull him in. So I think he know you, Safira. I
okay.
don't know, but I
Okay.
mean, I grew up with him, but he just threw that question. I thought I asked for one of y'all to try to answer that. I mean, I know why you can't do it because you're married, but
Me?
if just say, no, Safira, I don't know your status. Just say if your husband wasn't put out, because, we're going to go real for 1 second. Do you
Okay.
think you can go get satisfied somewhere else? I'm not saying personally, just think a third person when you answer that.
As a woman, that's not even a hard question to answer. You most definitely can. Like, women, and even as a man, but women when you tell people that you're married or they see a ring, they don't care nothing about that in the real world. Men are always trying to holler, approach you, come at you, and they'll tell you quick, I don't care nothing about your husband. That's life. That's reality. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, that wouldn't be an issue for me. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm a woman, and I'm a woman that has a hustle about myself. I'm very driven. Now, no any man is going to approach me. You know what I'm saying? His confidence
Mm-hmm.
has to be top notch because I'm on my stuff and I'm not cocky or nothing like that. But, you know, men approach me every day. And my husband, he's not even insecure about that because he know what type of life he has. Just like I know what type of husband I have. I know that women approach him. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're working, you look good, you smell good.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
real. Real.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Taiwan say keep it 50-50. Y'all ladies like to approach us too now.
oh yeah. You have to be nowadays.
Ty-
You
Taiwan's act like he got a lot to say. So for this, when we end the discussion, he is gonna get on this call. You know.
okay.
So, but Miss Audrey, you was one of her special guests. So please, find me at the top, inbox me so I can send you a incentive, talk to you offline. And I try to give a incentive to the readers that do participate. It's just me giving back to the readers and viewer. And also, if you haven't left her Amazon review, please do that as well. So I like to thank you. But we like to thank you for participating out of Birmingham. And please sit back and finish watching the show.
Thank
But
you.
I'm like Tiffany now. How'd I get out of here?
It's okay. I'm going to find you.
This is
Okay, we about to bring some male energy up in here because
okay.
he's been waiting, and it's time for me to pull him on in. Besides Taiwan, I got him coming though. So we're gonna bring Mr. S. Javier. Hope I said that right. If I did, please let me know. I apologize in advance.
Hey Malcolm.
Oh, no worries. Hey, how you doing?
Now, how I pronounce your handle name? I don't want to be chopping it up.
It's M. Xavier.
Okay, thank you. Hey, forgive me. I'm looking at it, the Alabama dying, accent and stuff. But thank you. I kind of think it was Xavier, but it still looked a little different with the other part.
With
Hey,
the
man,
H in there, yeah,
please
I get out.
bring your male perspective into this world, the discussion.
Oh, okay. So I read the book about 4 times, trying to make sure I understood everything. Me and Sophia are real close friends, so
Okay, that's what's up.
I had
Now,
a
where
couple
you
of
calling
questions
in
for when I
from?
start reading. I'm calling out of Atlanta.
Okay, ATL in the house. Oh, that's what's up.
Yes, sir. So my first question, it was pretty much for Sophia. I was wondering why none of the characters were in my likeness.
Leave
Hey,
it
man,
up
you
to him. He
might
gonna
have to
call
get
me
put in
out.
part two. You might have to get put in part two.
Listen, he gonna have this best friend. Him and Tiffany are my best friend. He gonna have
Okay,
his own series when it's all over
okay.
with. So I'm gonna say the best for last. Okay.
Okay, I like that. Now I can take
Okay.
my reading
Okay.
glasses off now.
Okay.
Okay.
You done read me. Take them glasses
hmm
off.
I got the right answer. It's all good now. Okay. Real question was, how does Tina's escapades compare to books like, 50 Shades of Grey, the Terry McMillan books, stuff like that?
So now they are very. I'm not on their level. So let me
Not
hold
really.
down
Go
on
ahead.
that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I will.
Thank you for clearing that up, man.
Yes, yes. But I will say that the characters were not afraid to be themselves. They were not afraid to explore their sexual fantasies. They were not afraid to express how they feel when it pertains to situations they're going through and the emotions behind those situations. And when I think of like 50 Shades of Grey, he was very, erotic, like very sexual, sensual. And Tina is too. She loved to describe down to the T what she doing to these men to drive them crazy. And so they
Yeah, we know.
yeah. So they correlate. And then when you think of Terry McMillan and, she has multiple books and, multiple characters, but they lived in their truth. Just like in Tina's escapades, those characters lived in their truth, you know. If they were at work and people were getting on their nerves and it was pissing them off, they were in that moment and they were vocal about it, just like the characters in that book. So I feel like all of us authors, we wasn't afraid to go against the grid, like we was like, I'm conservative, but we wasn't worried about being conservative when we were doing our work. We wanted to really put life into our characters and let them live in their truth and let them be authentic. And if they like to fuck, then that's what they was doing in the books. You know what I'm saying? Period. That's what we doing.
Okay, my next question. At the end, Tina was stuck with like not an ultimatum, but like a dilemma. And she was kind of unsure how she was going to take things with Kelton. But if you was in her position, how would you rectify the situation with him, and her other partners?
Well, like, to go back to what Audrey was saying, and how do men, Tina, correlate with each other? I think Tina's gonna handle it just like Saphira would, because she's very upfront. And right now, the book ended, she was with Quincy, and that's the love of her life. So she's living in bliss right now. She's been transparent with him, and he gonna accept that baby, whether it's biologically his or not. So she ain't worried about that. She know Kelton crazy, but Jerome done already gave her reassurance that, listen, if this child is my grandchild, then we're going to take care of this child. And then if this child is not my grandchild, I'm going to make sure Kelton get over here and sit down and leave you alone. I just need you to not contact him. You know what I'm saying? So she's going to handle it the way I would. And what I would do is, I know when it pertains to my own kids, me and their father, whatever situation we have going on, it has nothing to do with the kids. They're our number one priority, because it's not about us. It's about the kids. So
somebody said they want to know whose baby it is, so you got to hurry up.
Listen. Listen, I'm going to hurry up, because, when the baby daddy come out, shit going to hit the fan, okay? Just know that.
Okay.
But a lot of stuff in the hit the fan anyway, because a lot of characters that was introduced in Tina's escapade, I really didn't go in depth with their characters, but we're gonna go in depth on book 2.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's the number one question though. Who is the baby daddy? I can tell you this, spoiler, it ain't gonna be Quincy.
Yeah, we know that. He wasn't giving enough.
Right. Yeah, that was perfect. So
I have my idea who it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it to myself.
Keep it to yourself.
I think it's gonna be the one. I think it's gonna be one that she really don't want to be the daddy.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And speaking of that guy, Xavier, you can give me my opinion on it too, because he was a young dude. She did sleep with the daddy and the son. I just threw that out, so maybe them people that ain't read yet might want to get it out there. My thing is, how do you feel? And this goes for you too, because I'm very open-minded. If you was dating, just say a guy, a girl, or whatever, but he's abusive or she's abusive, because that's what happened between Kelton and Tina. How do you feel, or how can you get yourself out that situation? Or would you continue to date somebody like that?
Oh, nah, definitely won't out. Okay, it's hard to explain that one, because abuse could be in many forms. Could be physical, could be psychological, mental, all this stuff.
Well, he was a little bit of everything in the book. Yeah, he was a little bit of everything.
It was. First thing you always have to know, whenever someone's in an abusive relationship, you need to reassure them that there is a way out. And they have to know that for themselves. You can never save nobody, regardless of how bad the situation is. So me personally, I'm not gonna stay nowhere. I'm not satisfied, happy, and I always gotta watch over my shoulder. I have to watch them stand on, walk on pins and needles. Not gonna do it. So I just don't have, me personally, I don't have the patience for it nowhere. So I won't be in nothing like that.
You
got you. I really appreciate you answering it. I want to throw that out so people out there in the readers world would know that you know, there is some real life stuff going on in the book besides just sex and drama as well.
Right,
So
right.
thank you for clearing that up.
Oh, yeah, no worries, no worries. I appreciate it. They have one more question. No, I did my 3. It's all good. I enjoyed the book, y'all. Whoever watching, go out there, copy it,
Thank you.
Amazon, get it.
Thank you so much.
Now, did you have one more question you want to ask? I don't want to.
Y'all answered. Yeah, it was wasn't some of the characteristics that Satira shared with Tina, but she answered that first round, so I was just marked it off my list.
Now she gonna get you your book. You could be the star character.
Yeah.
I got so much personality. I might as well have
Yeah,
a mythology around
yeah.
it.
When you get online, you can tell her the character name and everything.
I already got it written down over here. I
No,
don't write my own
Tell
stuff.
me your character name. I need to hear it. What's the character name? Which
Well,
I know you joking.
Trevor.
Oh,
Trevor, hold on. You know what? I can't wait to read that book. You got a nice personality, so I'm looking forward to it. You hear that, Trevor? Trevor.
I love it.
Trevor got some escapades going on too.
Look, Malcolm, just send me your invoice because I know you charging me. Just go ahead and send me your invoice for that.
Oh, also, kind of don't forget to plug in Best Life Better Credit.
Okay.
I'm available
Okay.
Monday through Friday.
All right. Now, Xavier, please make sure you inbox me so I can have your point of contact so I can send you a incentive for participating in this show.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I thank you for calling in from Atlanta. I wish you the best and you be safe over there.
Thank you so much, you too, sir.
All right.
Sophia, see you later. Love you.
Bye-bye. Love you too. Thank you so much.
Okay. This is going really well. This is going. Before I need for you to read a scene in this book, maybe a page or two,
Okay.
that you really love the most.
Okay. So I chose chapter 35. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So there I laid in the hospital bed with Quincy's sexy ass sent to my right and Devon's dusty ass sent to the left. After about 2 hours of them sitting there having a conversation that was only interested to them, as if I didn't exist, Devon finally looked at me and said that he was going to go ahead and go get the kids. He let me know that he would bring them back up tomorrow after school. Quincy intercepted the conversation and said that he was about to head out as well because his fiance had just gotten into town and he was about to go meet her. He told me that he would call me to check on me from time to time. My fucking heart dropped. The audacity of his ass, I thought. All I know was he better be on his way to let that trick know that their engagement was over with and for. When he and Devon left out the room, I laid in the bed and thought of all the crazy crap I had gotten myself into. All I could do was lay there and cry. Just when I started feeling sorry for myself because my life was a complete mess, I heard a knock at the door. I attempted to sit up, but instantly felt sharp pains travel up my spine, so I slid back down and yelled, "Come in." To my surprise, it was Jerome. I immediately reached for the phone to call the front desk so someone could help me and get his ass out of my room. I guess he had read my mind because he quickly, in a soft-spoken voice, said, "Don't call them. I'm here not to hurt you, baby. I would never hurt you, Tina." Why? I have to keep telling you that. My eyes rolled hard as hell when he stated that. This nigga must have forgot that he had not too long ago pulled a gun out on me. The fact that I was in a hospital bed because of his son was enough for me. He had to be crazy to think that I wasn't thinking he was there to finish me off. All the energy I had completely left my body, so I laid there and just stared at him as he talked. This shit is crazy and it's beyond out of hand. Someone is going to get killed if all of us don't stop, Tina. The police had Kelton in custody with a $20,000 bond that I plan on posting tonight. I've always been transparent with you, and I'm not going to stop now. All of this is not your fault. I know this because we have all played a part in it. We have got to stop this shit. I will take care of my child, and he will never put his fucking hands on you again. That's a promise. I'm going to need for you to stop fucking my son. After you have this baby, we're going to get a DNA test. If it's his, we will make sure it's taken care of. If it's not, we will make sure we leave you the fuck alone. All I'm asking is that you do your part in making sure you don't contact him. I never thought in a million years that you would end up like this, but here we are. I love you, and you will always be a great friend of mine, even if you got all of us running around here chasing your ass like we are batshit crazy.
I love it. I
And
love it. I'm
from the
telling you. You can go to her. Tell them where your website at. You know, because they can order off Amazon. I know, but
yeah,
tell them.
and my website is SafiraOkionEnglishSims.com. And that's SafiraOkkYone English English Sims Sims at Yahoo.
Yeah,
Check me out.
yeah. And
And
and I be telling them. Go
that
ahead.
I also have a trailer on there, a book trailer. So it's on my website, so you can check that out.
Hmm. And it's very important. You know, I tell people sometimes you can't read a paperback. Kindle books is the best thing that ever drops because, like, I was traveling in the military. I remember I was so old school. I used to have a duffel bag full of books, and this lady was like, "You need to get you a Kindle." I
Yeah.
was like, okay. I was slow with technology, but I finally got one. The coolest thing about Kindle books that most authors have their books free. You have Kindle Unlimited, and I be telling people, man, go ahead and download the books because we can always sell our books, you know, physically,
Mhm.
person to person in the streets or whatever. But if you can get them downloads, read your book, leave a review. I'm big on people leaving reviews.
Yes.
And I be trying to tell them right now, Kindle running special where you get a Kindle Unlimited for 2 months free just to read books. You know, so that's something y'all might want to invest in.
Yes.
Um, now, now I'm about to pull Taiwan in. I don't know if y'all went to school, y'all related or whatever, but he been trying to get on this call forever. Now he wasn't our reader, so he ain't getting no
Okay.
incentive, you know. But I ain't
Okay.
seen this guy probably in 18 years, so it's awesome to see him. So I'm finna pull him in because he been all over the place and he ain't left yet. Look
Okay.
at him. Look at me reaching. He need to go down there and hit the button. There he is. Man, what's up, man?
What's going on, sir?
I went to
Hey,
school.
you got it?
Yes. So, I'm just listening to the conversation. I'm enjoying the feed. But just one positive feedback I want to give you, ma'am. When you're writing, um, I know you say in the books you can let go and you be more authentic in the book or whatever versus to being in real life. So I want to encourage you to be the same in real life. When Eric Jerome Dickey was writing, Mary B. Morrison's writing Man Eater, and the Maintenance Man, and Milking My Coffee, they
Yes.
actually, a lot of those scenes, whether you want to believe it or not, because I had the presence of me, Eric Jerome
Oh
Dickey,
wow.
a lot of those scenes was actually him. Like, but how he revised it and put it into a book, it made you fantasize this like this was a fictitious person, but no, it was real, and a lot of people didn't know that or whatever. So um they had a little setting like what y'all have right now, discussing the book about what you read or whatever. And so
Uh-huh.
that's the same thing they did. It was like a smaller group, and they were discussing one of his books that came out. And it was right around when I was into Maintenance Man or whatever. His dad was telling him, you ain't a man unless you got 5 or 6 different women, or whatever. But I want to encourage you to do that because it'll draw. You'll be amazed at how many people are looking for the authenticness of your book when you're
Mhm.
writing, and it opens up a broad spectrum for you to be able to go in depth like that. So, no, don't be ashamed to do like the world, all that what men do and women can't. That's a lie. Women just the
Yeah.
biggest freaks as a man. I mean, the truth be told, a man didn't know nothing about being a freak. A woman taught him how to be a freak. You see what I'm saying? And then
Right.
it's up to the man to educate himself after the fact to find out how to satisfy her.
Yeah.
And when I'm getting at, I kind of I said it one time. I was in a barber shop, and so this dyke was talking about that she eat pussy better than. I said, man, I got $1,000 in my pocket. I bet you couldn't eat it better than me, because I promise you ain't gonna be able to turn mines at home, because I'm gonna do whatever it takes to satisfy mine. That she ain't going. I said, I'm so good at what I damn do. I turn you back to damn norm if you want to try it.
Woo.
So I
Hey,
just
hey, this guy that came here wild out. Hey, now,
yes,
I'm
sir.
not, I'm not saying that we can't do that. I got to jump in.
Go ahead.
But you gonna have a hard battle all night, and you might win. But I'm telling you, only thing
Yeah.
about that, a woman know how to please another woman.
And I get you that to a certain extent, but when you educate, because the reason why I say that, God gave both of us the same will He
Yes, he
gave
did.
her to learn. On a
Mm-hmm.
man, I don't think with a man you got to have the will to learn. Whenever you think you know it all,
Yeah.
but you never be taught new tricks. And so my thing is like I went back old school. Before I even started touching my wife, I went back to the
Yeah.
Kama Sutra. I went and got the book. I went and
Mm-hmm.
studied it.
Yeah.
Because what may be appeasing to you, men think, well, if I just smash a head into the wall, if I pull a
Mm-hmm.
hair, if I do this, then
Yeah.
that don't turn all women, because some women don't like to
Well,
be
they don't.
smashed. Some women want you to, they want to be romanced, and there's certain things you got to
Right.
lead up to that point before you can do all the freaky stuff to her. So you just got to
Okay.
know, as a man, you got to start off slow, and only certain men
Mm-hmm.
can pull certain freaky things out of women.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the day, in order to get that, it takes time. It takes learning her body. Don't let her tell you her hot spots. You learn them on your own. Then she can never fake no orgasm that people always
Okay.
want to
Mm-hmm.
question about. Is it
I
real or not? I
understand.
know
I
when it's
understand.
real. So,
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, one of the viewers said she is dead. Listen to you. We ain't gonna ask you where you're from because you in your uniform at work.
oh, it's
But
cool. It's cool. I'm at
but
the bottom of the map, baby. I'm right down here at the bottom of the map. I'm in Dothan, Alabama. I'm reaching from the AA, Anniston, Alabama. I ain't talking about the ATL. I represent Anniston real hard. That's where I was born and
yeah,
raised.
we know you did. We know
Yeah.
you did.
Yeah.
Somebody said,
So
hey, at the end of this, they say you need to type in your handle name so they can follow you in your comments.
I sure will. I sure
Your
will.
Instagram name. You man, you was wilding out. Man, I haven't seen you in so many years. I thought you might have been related and went to school with
Uh,
Saphira. That's why I pulled you in. Oh, he did?
He
no, I
did.
don't. I don't know. I was just checking the conversation. I've been following you for a minute, my brother, and been meaning to reach out to you because when you start writing, Chap Conrad had told me about you was writing, and I got on some of your books and I was looking into them or whatever, and I was just trying to figure out how you find the books, and then I saw this young lady that you were just talking to or whatever. So yeah, I'm all into the reading and the freakiness. That's my thing, baby. They didn't give me my line name was Freaky T when I crossed over. So I mean, hey, I'm into it all day long, all day.
Hey, it is so funny to see you, man,
Yeah.
on this feed. And congratulations on your career path, man. I
I
never thought
appreciate it,
you'd be
man.
going there.
Yeah, I started off
Yeah.
as a state trooper and came over on this side, so now I'm more laid back because But I do want to say another thing. You mentioned something about when your young man that was on or whatever, y'all was talking about in relationships that's being abusive or whatever. To get back
Mm-hmm.
to the book, and he was like, it's always good to let people know they got a way out. Well, truth be told, in my line of profession, I see a lot of times it is not always a way out, because once a man get a woman's mind, one of them corrupt
Mm-hmm.
men get into her mind. Once you got anybody's mind, I don't care if it's the man with the mind or the woman with the mind, it is hard to turn and let go. You won't never let go. I know people still to this day in abusive relationships. It's been there. I'm 41 years old. There's people that still been there. So the thing about it is, it's not always easy, and they'll rather die or commit suicide before they actually have a
Mm-hmm.
heart to just walk away or do something about it. And it's really sad because, like I said, I deal with it on a lot of calls and things that I see in my profession and my line of work. So I just want to kind of piggyback off that a little bit. You got
Okay,
some
that's what's
strong
up.
people sometimes that, can get away, and you got the ones that they mind so stretched far and beyond and they don't think there's no possible hope. They never get away.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
okay,
and the only outlet that they think they can see is taking their own life.
okay,
Not fighting back, not standing up, they just let go and check out.
okay. Well, I know you definitely gonna support Saphira book. I'm pretty
Oh
sure you're
yeah.
gonna order
Oh
it.
yeah.
So Saphira, you just met another fan book reader
And if
for
you ever need
that
some
other
tips from
freaky
a
shit.
man about some freaky stuff, I'm on Taiwan 3001, baby. I got a lot because y'all books y'all
Okay.
writing about. Some of that stuff sound like my life.
Oh Lord.
Hey, man,
Yeah,
you
buddy.
are so wild. You are
Yeah,
so wild.
buddy.
Thank you.
What? Yeah. Well, Ty, man, I'm gonna let you enjoy the rest of the show. I think I got one or two more
Go
readers to
ahead.
pull in.
Go ahead. I'm gonna stay
But
tuned
definitely,
in.
man. Yeah, it's been a blessing to actually see you after all these years as well, man.
Yes, sir. Same here, likewise. And young
All
lady,
right, man.
I'm gonna
I'm
be
gonna pull
following
you
you
out
real
there,
hard.
man, and I'm gonna go ahead. One more thing before you go.
Go ahead. I say I'm gonna be
No, I'm
following
gonna
her.
say,
I'm gonna be following
yeah,
her
yeah.
for
Follow
real.
her. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, follow me. Yes, follow
Okay.
me. Thank you so much.
All right.
Hey, Taiwan is crazy as hell.
It's real,
I think
real. I like that.
uh, I'm gonna pull one more reader in. I don't know if she have a question, but I'm gonna see if she got one anyway. So let me pull her in.
Okay.
Um, okay, she's coming in a second.
Okay.
Man, this is really a good interview, discussion. I'm really loving it. I'm glad I started doing it. Hey, how you doing down there?
All right, how y'all doing?
Hello.
Okay.
I just really got one question because I noticed, and congratulations, by the way,
Thank
with the book. It's a read. It's
you.
definitely a read.
Yes.
um, my question is because I noticed that you brought her family in later on, like the mother, the
Mhm.
father, her sister. All of them came in later. So can we expect them to be more into the next book?
Yes, definitely. They're
Okay.
gonna be a lot. They're gonna be there a lot in the next book. You're really
Okay.
gonna get a clear understanding of the dynamic of all of
Yeah.
them. The reason why there was the fights and all of that is definitely you can expect.
Okay. That's what I wanted to
Okay. And thank
wanted
you
that
so much for
clear.
supporting me. I appreciate you so much.
Oh, no problem, no problem. It was good. It was good.
Thank you.
All right.
Hey, thank you for calling. I really appreciate you supporting this. You've been on the past 3-4 episodes supporting me as one of my readers, supporting other authors. So I really thank you for
Well,
just
it's no problem, no problem at all. This for me is it's mommy time. So
hmm
Yeah.
I get to have my time. You know, hey, Bernardo, you already know. So
Yeah, I know. And I thank you. Well, I'm gonna let
no
you
problem.
sit back, and chill. Unless you got anything else you want to say. Cause Taiwan said like you got more to say. Taiwan is all over the place tonight. You good?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But don't let Taiwan get you talking. They got need to go patrol something. Yeah, we gonna leave him alone. Well, he wilding out of that office, but I see he gonna become a regular on the show. But but definitely, man. Hey, I really appreciate you calling in. I'm gonna buzz you out, and I'm gonna bring in another reader if she choose to. And thank you for calling again. We appreciate it.
No problem.
Marsha, are you saying anything tonight, or you chilling? I ain't pulled her in because she told me she didn't know what she was gonna log in or not.
Okay.
Hell, I'm just gonna bring her in. Hell, I asked her. Y'all was my witness. Yeah.
Hey,
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
hey, I have got to know who is that baby's father. I don't care if you're not gonna tell. You at least got to inbox me and let me know.
Okay. Want me to inbox
that
you?
that was like my one question. Hey, Flanardo.
Hey.
Yeah, that was one thing I really wanted to know was because there were so many possibilities because she was fucking around so much
Yes, it was.
that I was getting in.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I look a hot mess right now. I've been running
No,
around all day.
no,
I
you're
got,
beautiful.
oh, thank you, sweetheart. So are you? Uh,
Thank
yeah, I got company coming in from out of town tomorrow. So, I had a whole bunch to do, but, um, yeah, that was the one thing I wanted to know because that right there, you left it like a
on it.
cliffhanger.
Yes, yes.
I
Listen,
was like, there's
I'm gonna have
no,
to get the book completed because I get inboxes once a week, no lie, of who is the baby daddy? Who, like, from multiple people. Like, is book number 2? Is it completed? Is it on the way? So I'm definitely have to get this book completed.
I'm waiting on you, girl.
Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate
Oh,
you.
thank you. It was
You
a
Hey,
great
Marsha, we appreciate it.
no,
We thank you for logging in.
always. It's my favorite
Yeah.
show.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Hey, I think did you have one more reader? I'm not too sure. Or
yes.
what was their name?
Maya Martin. But I think she's on as Kids Day Out. on there.
Oh, what's her name on there?
I think she's on there as Kids Day Out. I saw her.
Okay. Okay. She should be in a second.
Okay, good. This is
Xavier, I usually post it on YouTube. Once I'm done on Instagram, I'll post it on the YouTube as well. When I inbox you for your Cash App incentive, I'll give you my YouTube handle as well.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing tonight? Where you calling in from?
I'm in Anderson. I'm hiding in the closet.
Hey, that's what's up. Maybe you like Tiffany. You wilding out in the closet.
I'm hiding from kids.
Hey. Now y'all give me an idea. I don't feel like being seen. I'm gonna hide out in the closet too.
Thank you for joining, Maya.
You're welcome. I had a question that kind of got off of what Audrey was asked about. You know, if you were in a situation, you were in a relationship and you were unhappy with your significant other, would you step out, you know, and do something? And I guess what I got out of that was sometimes when you step out of out your marriage, a man is not giving 100%. You know what I'm saying? Whereas in a marriage, they're required to give 100%. You see what I'm saying? So that question kind of like threw me for a loop when she when they asked that question, was like, hey, well, would you step out your marriage and you know, if you wasn't satisfied with Tina, because you could step outside your marriage and that person is not giving 100%, whereas that person in the marriage may not be giving 100%, but if he was in the same situation, would he give 100%? You see what
Mm-hmm. Yes, I understand what you're saying. And, you know, I live by the rule that you can never say what you won't do, because God will take you through something and then you be doing what you swore that you would never do. You know, I'm married. I've been married for 11 years. This year it'll be 12 years. And I can honestly say that I haven't had the perfect marriage. I haven't, you know, I've dealt with infidelity in my relationship. And so I never sit up and say, oh, well, you know, I never step outside of my marriage. I pray I never step outside of my marriage or, you know, do anything like that, because a lot of times, you know, just from my experience, you create soul ties with people. When you're having sex with people or having a relationship with people, and it's like an intimate relationship or even an emotional relationship, you become connected to those people. And you really have to watch how you interact with someone from the opposite sex or someone that you are attracted to, because you may think that, you know, I won't do it, and then you find yourself in a situation and then you're doing it, and then you know, that, like you said, that person is not giving 100%. But if you have a spouse, you're not looking for 100%. You might be looking for the 15% that they willing to give you, and that 15% might be just sex, or that 15% might be a conversation, or 30% of attention and financing you, you know. So it's not necessarily that you're looking for 100% of someone, unless you're looking to go ahead and leave the person that you with and go over to the other side. You might be just looking to fill the void. And so it don't matter what percent they're giving you. If they're giving you what you're not getting at home, that's what made people leave. That's what made people, you know, have affairs. So again, I just can't say what I won't do, because none of us can say that. You know, I just try to do what I need to do and do right by my husband. And if you make a mistake, today, tomorrow you try to correct that and don't do it again. So.
Yeah. And then another question was, you know, she was very, very promiscuous. And, you know, sometimes, you know, the question is, why was she so promiscuous? And sometimes, you know, I look at people that promiscuous, and is that from like a childhood, you know, situation that makes them that promiscuous? Or is it just that their husband is just not doing enough and they just want to be secure in that relationship and just step outside of that relationship and get that sexual satisfaction? And, you know, or is this just like an itch that on his wife with a young adolescent, and he was just like, he could not stop, and the man is in jail right now because he could not stop having a relationship with this person. Like, he could not control himself. And so that's why I'm looking at her situation is, was it a controllable situation, and where did it stem from?
You cut out, Maya?
Yeah, I was just wondering, was it a controllable?
It's probably going to kick back in. Maya, can you rewind that? It cut out for a second. Can you rewind that question?
Yeah, can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, I was trying to find out where did that stem from her being so promiscuous, and was it a childhood situation, or was it is it that you know, in her marriage, is it that her husband's not giving enough, that she has to step outside her marriage to get more? I mean, multiple. No, because it makes it weird. Like, well, dang, you know, it's freaks out here like this. Makes it be like, well, you know, if I get with a woman, is she gonna have those? If I'm not enough, is he gonna have these desires? You know, a man may look at that and be wondering that.
Mm-hmm.
So you cut out. I'm gonna try to answer your question as best as I can. It cut out. Can you hear me, Maya?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. I hear everything.
Okay. Yeah, it cut out. So I'm gonna try to answer your question. In the book, it does not go into depth. Why Tina? It does not say that she was molested and that is what caused her to be promiscuous or anything like that. Throughout the book, she stated that she was just simply looking for the things that her husband lacked. She was looking for attention, and she made an effort over and over again. And he would be dismissive to her when she flirted with him or she made advances toward him. He would just be dismissive. And so as a woman, Tina is very successful. She's used to men coming on to her and getting wrapped up in her web, you know, getting entangled. And so for her husband to reject her and push her away, it's only a matter of time before a woman that's so successful, that's so down to earth and so attractive, you know, it states in there that, you know, she got body, you know what I'm saying? She got personality, she got a career, she's on top of her game. And so she is in contact with attractive men, successful men. And so her husband pushing her away kind of pushed her in the arms of the men, because just because her husband wasn't paying any attention to her, that don't mean that she still didn't want the attention. You know what I'm saying? And then come to find out in the book, he couldn't pay her attention because he was running around here making babies and having sex with her cousin. You know what I'm saying?
You just answered that. That's what they want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And yeah, I'm gonna touch up on Chantel in a minute. You know, once Maya's done.
yeah. And I want to add a little bit to that question. There's a song, Mr. Wrong or Mr. Right by Peggy Scott Adams. And it say, if Mr. Right won't get it, I bet you Mr. Wrong will be more than glad to hit it. If Mr. Right has no desire, I'm going to let Mr. Wrong set this thing on fire. She said, I want to be a do-right woman, but my patience is sure enough running out. You see, I got a feeling that he's out here, he's out there getting what he's making me stay at home and doing without. Feels like my body is about to explode. I need a relief from this mother load. Yes, I do, y'all. When a woman needs are being denied at home, she's got to go somewhere else and try to get it on. So that sums up where Tina was coming from.
Okay.
Well,
That sounds good.
I didn't have any more questions. I'm proud of you, Safira.
Thank you, and I appreciate your support so much. Thank you, Maya.
Yeah. And Maya, before you go, please follow me because the only way I can give y'all cash app incentive, y'all respond back to my messages. I mean, y'all don't want it, that's fine with me. I'll save it for next month. But but please send me a message, and I'm glad you came to the show. If not, please leave Sapphira a review on Amazon if you haven't already. And we thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you.
No
Mhm.
problem.
All right.
And let me add in, Maya is the author of Noah Knows, and her book is on Amazon right now. It's for the nonprofit organization Kids Day Out.
Okay. When she hit me up, I'll reach out to her. You know, my show is a freaky title. I do all books. They just got to. I have a writer out of Memphis. I'm bringing on. She write nothing but spiritual fiction. But and this the show that I love. It was created spiritually because I'm gonna eat these pages. You know what I'm saying? So they got to get down with it. So but they welcome to come, and I would discuss her book as well if she like to participate. I'm open to all genres. I don't even think people pay attention to the name of the episodes, But because last month we did a paranormal book, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just something that me as an author love giving back to other authors. That's what this show is about, So they'll reach out. Also, Xavier, check your messages once you're done. Hope I say your name right, Adriana. I'm calling Audrey short. Please check your messages as well. My question is, since you like Ratchet, I believe Chantel didn't have enough in the book. It seemed like she got a past storyline, trauma, maybe could have been molested or anything, because she's out there. I would love to, Xavier, I was there. I would love to get a book about Chantel, a spinoff. I believe spinoffs is great. I'm working on a spinoff off my books now, and so doing these shows helped me write as well. But I think Chantel need a spinoff. I'm really into her character. She might not be writing the book, but it's something that drew me to her that I need more of. I think her childhood was wicked. And I'm just throwing it out there in the universe. You can catch it when the time is right. But I would like to know more about Chantel.
You're reading my mind. Chantel is all in book number 2.
Okay. Well, she still need her own book. Yeah, Chantel, awesome.
Yes.
What else I was gonna say? I believe that's all I have for tonight. I want you to say that Anderson is small, but we do things. Like I'm actually hosting a Love Jones show February 20th. I think everything is sold out. Don't worry about Tiffany because you get no seat. You be all right. But it might be standing room only. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how often I'm gonna do them shows because I'm really busy. But I am gonna do one February the 20th at the Peerless Saloon. Poet singing. For anybody want to come out and stay locally. But back to you. Somebody had already asked you what advice you can give the authors. You have answered that. My question I ask everybody, can you tell them how important is book reviews?
It's very important. It's very important because, when you have a book, especially any book, whether you're new to, being an author or not, a lot of people, when they're searching for books, they're looking at the reviews to see what's going to be good. So not only are they going to look at the description of the book, but they're going to look, and if they get a lot of like bad reviews or no reviews, they're just going to bypass those and go to the books that are people that are actually reading, so it's very, very important to give a detailed review. And I'm big on reviews because I'm a travel agent as well. And so like when I go on, when I buy books or when I go traveling to go stay at hotels or go to restaurants and stuff,
exactly.
Detailed review. And I like honest reviews. You know what I'm saying? I know my book is not for everyone. There's going to be things that, you might not like or you see that can help me. Leave a review, you don't be nasty, but just leave a review because that helps too.
Exactly.
Like to know what you want to read, what you like.
That's what's up. And like I always tell people, it's very important to support authors.
Yes.
And, I read a quote once, not word for word, but it said, an author job is to write, but a better story comes from the reviewer. So that motivates us to keep going, pushing. And that's why I think the two ladies that came in that support me, they are coming to this show every month supporting other authors. That means the world to me, even though they killing me, asking me why I ain't finished my book. But I thank them, and that's how the incentive came in that I give some of my readers and some of your readers incentive too, because it take a lot just to come to this show, because like I'm telling people, doing a show where you discuss the authors, it ain't entertaining, but it's fun. And each month, this show is growing, and I thank your readers for coming in. And, once they hit me up, I love doing my thing out of the kindness of my heart. But other than that, I don't have anything else to say. Do you have any questions for me before I let you go?
Yeah, I have one question. I just want to know. First of all, I want to appreciate you for inviting me on this platform, and appreciate everyone that has taken time out of their schedule. I really, really appreciate everyone, because y'all didn't have to do what y'all did, and I'm so grateful. But I want to know, what did you think of the book when you read it?
Oh, I love the book. I already left my reviews and everything.
Oh, well, thank you. I got to catch
Yeah,
up.
I move fast. That's why I'm the poetic whore. I eat them pages. My book was I'm kind of the devil advocate. Yeah, she wouldn't get served at home, but to me, Tina was wrong too. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, that's what I tell you, because because she was really out there wilding out. You know what I'm saying? And her and Kelton, the daddy. I'm like, man, and Quincy, poor Quincy. He's a good dude, but Quincy was. It ain't too many Quincy's in this world. You know what I'm saying? It ain't too many. Taiwan probably going to put somebody in jail right now, but when he get the book, he'll say that. But there ain't too many Quincy's in this world that'll listen to her doing stuff. I mean, this girl out here raw dogging and everything. I get a raw stuff in the book. And not all the time, but a couple times she slipped up, get raw dog, let them plant seeds in her, and how she got pregnant.
She did it every time. That's what
Yeah. She was raw dogging in office. That was spontaneous, though. I got to give it to her. But yeah, but when I got to the part about her sleeping with old dude's son, and the dude told her to stop, but hey, that young man was putting it on her because she couldn't get it. She couldn't give it. She couldn't stop giving it to him. You know what I'm saying? But the crazy part about her husband, she helped build up this empire. And that's why I believe Chantel got such a body coming in the universe with another book, because, what made her, because in this, okay, put it like this, in today's world, it's easy for a woman to get cheated on, Holly Berry or whatever, because you can have everything. It's just that spark that might draw spontaneous to another person, and that's probably what Chantel had, that Tina didn't have at the time, But the book is wild. It's wicked. It was a good read, and like I was telling you first gave it to me, I said, I'm going to knock it out. I said, I was reading somebody on the bus, but trust me, this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? I know you was nervous at first, and like I said, I went to school with your husband before I even knew you. He was like, hey, man, my wife writing a book. You know what I'm saying? It was like 3 years ago. And I said, that's really cool that he support you, especially at the book signing. He was very supportive, and that's great, man. You need that type of support in your life. So I appreciate Rico for, stepping up, doing that. It's great dude, man.
He always everything, and I definitely don't take that for granted, and I definitely appreciate him for that.
Yeah, and that's why I tell people I have to move certain ways. Because, when I approach other people's wives and stuff in the inbox, I make sure I be polite, courteous. That's why I was telling when you meet me, you want Rico to bring the book. Because everybody know people intention. Even though I'm a good dude, I have to tell them, that, hey, if you want to give him my number, I can do it that way. But I'm mad at you because you dropped my book off so fast. You didn't autograph it. You didn't do anything. I'm putting it out there. It's okay.
That's the one that Tiffany got.
Oh, Tiffany been holding that book for 2 years. It's all Tiffany's fault.
I know. I got that with autograph. I'm sorry. We'll get it.
Okay, no, it's okay. It's Tiffany's fault. That's who we gonna blame. It's Tiffany's fault.
Well, that's my friend. I don't want to throw her under the bus and run her over.
No, we throwing her under the bus because the autograph is like the bread of heaven for authors. You know what I'm saying? And they gotta have it. You know. So I actually gonna do something special with your book. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to give it to a reader and donate you a cash app for it.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
what I'm going to do, if there's anybody out there, my handle name is at the top. You want this copy? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna pass it on. It's the one book, but you got to leave reviews, take pictures with it. I always tell people, and I tell people all the time, Black folks have to stop trafficking books, and that's my new coin. What I mean by that, you know, we might not buy the book, but we're gonna borrow it. Ain't gonna leave no type of reviews. Ain't gonna take no picture. We just gonna keep passing along. If you ain't gonna pay for it, you definitely gotta leave a review. You gotta do something. We gotta start trafficking books. You know, we gotta do better. We gotta do better in the community of Black authors. And my theme for you, that was very beneficial for me when you have time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many they doing coming up in 2022. I think with the COVID, they starting to ease back into it. It's very important you go to a book expo. I went to one in Memphis, and it was awesome, you know, and I learned so much. You sell your books, meet so many different authors, and you meet different fan bases. And I actually want to do a book expo in Anniston, so I'm looking to see how many authors I might have.
I love it.
Because every now and then I'll pull out some big shows on the cover. You know, I like about 2-3 years ago, I made the paper in Heflin. Me and a friend would get kicked out of Heflin for bringing a Roddy show down there.
Oh.
And, you know, so it made the newspapers and everything. But yeah, you know, so I'm thinking about doing a book expo, you know.
What you?
Yeah, all I need is about 12, 15 authors. We can pull this thing out, you know, and I think that'll be great for the city, no matter genre, color. I want all kind of authors there. But of course, my after party at the end of the night gonna be a writing poetry. So they, you know, so they got to go home after that. The kids, authors, and come during the day, but at night, yeah, we got to wild out. But yeah. But other than that, I don't have anything. You've been a wonderful guest, a beautiful author, and I'm just looking forward for all the great success that's gonna be coming your way. You know, in the future.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate all of y'all, and I appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay. Anytime. You be safe tonight. Oh, as Xavier said, we bringing 5 friends. You know, so that's what's. And Xavier, since you stay at ATL, I know some wicked spots that you'll love over there too. So next time I come over there and perform, I'll definitely, you know, pull you in. I think my homeboy after your show, if you want to tune in, I gotta get my homeboy in from Vancouver, Canada. I think he want to spit a erotic piece, so this gonna be some improv. So after your show, I'm gonna go into a writing poetry scene to see anybody want to dabble up, you know, right after this. So if you in the audience, y'all want to hear some writing poetry from anybody I can pull in, please tune in. But remember, Tina Escapade is on her website. It is on Amazon, free on Kindle, unlimited. Please support her and all the work she is doing. Thank y'all for coming to Cunnilingus Corner. This was episode 6. I'm your host, Freaknardo/Blenardo. And wishing y'all blessings and peace tonight. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right.